After 8 years, the highly anticipated sequel to the wildly successful Red Dead Redemption has just released in the form of a prequel. So much can be said about the game. The focus has been directed towards breathtaking graphics as well as immersive storytelling. The first thing you'll notice about Red Dead Redemption 2 is the download size. The game requires at least 115GB of allocated free space. If you have an internet speed like mine, you'd be lucky to get it done within a week's time. Luckily for me though, I opted to get the disc version. After that huge install, the game can seem to start off fairly slow, with a lot of cutscenes and long horse rides. This is done to set the scene as a prequel storyline, as well as showing off the world in all its glory. You play as Arthur Morgan, who has been an outlaw for most of his life, although his loyalty to his gang is his strongest asset. The game focuses on being as close to realistic as possible, with changes to the original mechanics of the previous game. You have to spare time to eat constantly, to keep up your health and stamina, as well as your weight. You need to choose the right outfit for different weather conditions. You need to keep yourself as well as your horse clean with brushing and shaving. You also need to pick up your hat whenever it falls off you, and if you don't, you won't be able to see it in cutscenes. Something that can be seen as an issue is how tedious the animations can be at times. Looting, picking up items and skinning animals is a full unskippable process that can sort of get old really quickly. The combat is pretty polished, with the use of the cover system being encouraged. There is a large variety of weapons that work in multiple situations. The standard issue weapons are useful as well. There has been a huge emphasis on the use of horses. The main horse now holds a lot of your weapons and items. It can come in handy, as long as you remember to equip your items before getting off your horse and into a gunfight. There are plenty of things to do in the vast world that Rockstar has created. Bounty hunting, robberies, as well as countless random events that you will encounter along the way. The world is breathtaking, and the story it tells will keep you invested enough to find out how it ends. Being a prequel, there are nods to things mentioned in the first game. Something that was unexpected was the amount of choice that the game gives you in terms of dialogue. Rather than having no options at all, it allows you to choose some different dialogue options, as well as choosing people's fate at times. With all things considered, the main story will take a minimum of 40 hours to complete, with at least an extra 20 plus hours of side stories. It's a hard game to rush through in one weekend. And if the online mode is anything like Grand Theft Auto 5's online mode, then we will have even more content to look forward to, as well as hopefully a PC release in the future. Although Rockstar has shied away from PC as they claim mods and cheats can ruin the game, even though it means more sales. If I was to give it a score based on everything, I'd give it 90 horse testicles changing in different climates out of 100.